Yep, we're going to count them down. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Game number 1 is underway of our 16-person tournament. Here we are. We are live, by the way, in the shadow of the 2018 Classic Tetris World Championships. We've decided to give you a Friday fun stream. Starting off with Dr. Mario. Some great cleanup happening here. All right, it looks like Ben is already down 1-0. Chad is in the lead. We got a couple Chad fans in the house. Chad is rad, says Ben. That doesn't seem like an adversarial spirit at all. Seems like you guys are very much friends. I was hoping for fisticuffs, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, 1-0 for Chad. We're still going strong. It looks like Heather's going to take game number 1, and she does. Game 1 goes to Heather up top, and game 1 goes to Chad below. All right. You don't have to wait for me. You guys can keep going. Yeah, you guys can keep going. If you wait for me, it's going to take forever. Let's just keep on going through. Standing beside Packie here, also one of the competitors in the tournament. You got Rachel in the first round. Did you not win in Pittsburgh?
I did.
You won the inaugural or the second Dr. Mario World Championships, essentially.
Yes, I did.
So you're essentially defending your crown here, or at least the integrity. I don't know if the actual World Championship is on the line, Patrick, but we'll say the integrity's on the line.
Whatever's on the line, result's going to be the same.
Oh, there it is. This man is trained in the art of the promo. I love it. And there's Booze behind there. How many hours of Dr. Mario would you say you've played since Pittsburgh?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 hours, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow. You're just so good at the game at this point. Oh, and Heather takes a commanding 2-0 lead in the opening round series. Heather in terrific position as she is cruising right now. Lars in deep trouble. Not to pile on to the stress, Lars, but you got to win 3 in a row. You got to complete the reverse sweep here, okay? It's going to be pretty tough. And once again, it looks like we are in position to possibly have 2 sweeps here, not to jinx anything, but Chad also taking a commanding 2-0 lead in their first round matchup. See, Packie, this is what happens when you're too nice to your opponent.
I don't know what that means.
That's right, you're always awful to your opponents, obviously, of course, clearly. Lars in deep trouble already. Nowhere to put those pills. It looks like he's going to top out very soon. Just a difficult placement, some garbage placement there. Heather will cruise to the second round. He's not done quite yet. Let's hold the applause for just a second. I mean, that was a rough placement there. Patrick's already saying rest in pills. This is the only avenue in which that connotation is okay. And there it is. A clean sweep for Heather. The handshake, and Heather will move on to the next round. In convincing fashion, an early favorite in this tournament has emerged. And now in the other opening round matchup, it looks as though Ben might be in good position to get himself back into this opening round matchup. It looks like Chad is able to dig himself out of this hole, but Ben is in very good position to clear the board as we continue on here. Heather has moved on. She will face the winner of Ben and Chad. If I can call Josh and Sarah to the stage. Where are Josh and Sarah? There's your Sarah. Very cool. Josh, very good. Please have a seat. You may commence your first round matchup. You don't have to wait for my count. Feel free. Thank you for entering the tournament. Chad, a much higher position than Ben. Ben looks to be cruising in this game right here. Let's have a conversation with Chris Brady here. How's it going, Chris? Good to see you. Haven't seen you since Pittsburgh. How are things?
Excellent. Good to see you as well. How do you like CTWC so far?
I love it, man. This is incredible. This is like everyone's kid is beaming right now inside of them. We're all kids at heart. It feels great. So we're having a lot of fun here. You're about to play in this Dr. Mario tournament. But take us back to the qualifiers, man. It was a lot of fun seeing you play the game in Pittsburgh. And it must have just been a cool feeling, you know. I mean, you've been in the community for a long time, but just to qualify the way you did must be pretty fun.
Absolutely. Anytime you get your expenses paid to come out here to something you'd normally come to, it's a pretty good deal. Yeah. So, yeah.
What are you expecting from the field? I mean, we've heard that this 2018 edition of the CTWC could be the most difficult field of all time. What are your thoughts on that?
It definitely is the most difficult field. I mean, you have everybody from last year plus a bunch of people who had taken a few years off. You know, additional max out players, additional hyper tappers. So, yeah, I would say it's completely unpredictable. There's no way to really say who's going to go all the way. I think it's safe to say, though, Jonas will be in the mix at some point.
What's your play style? Are you a hyper tapper? Do you stay away? Do you have a hybrid? Jonas talked about quick tapping, sort of a hybrid. What's your style?
I just use DAS. I don't hyper tap or quick tap or do any of that stuff. I just try to, you know, keep my board as clean as possible and take it to where it can go.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And it's also going to be a lot of fun to watch you play in this tournament right here as we focus on Dr. Mario. It's still 2-0 between Ben and Chad. Chad is hanging in there in this round. And there is one left for Ben, who's got some digging to do, it looks like. Actually, he can get it right here with this pill. Oh, and nope, that garbage will not be a concern. And he will cruise right here. And he's still in it. It's 2-1. That one continues. So it's 2-1. Chad is still in the lead. Can I see the sheets? I'm really sorry. I just don't know their names. Oh, yeah. Is this somebody's water? Meanwhile, Sarah has taken a 1-0 lead over Josh. She has a great-looking play field right now. Josh is down by 3 viruses. Chad still able to eliminate Ben with a victory here and move on to the next round. We still only have one person who has moved on to the next round, and that's Heather. She awaits the winner of Ben and Chad. Josh and Sarah will play. The winner of that will face the winner of Rachel and Packie. And Packie, as you recall, Patrick is our world champion. He claimed the championship in Pittsburgh. And he's also very confident. I don't think I have ever seen a human being more confident in any video game ever than Patrick is at Dr. Mario. Not even a 7-time world champion could be that confident. Oh, and look at that. We have tied the game. Good job. Oh, he is loving it. He's calling for some Steve Weisers, I think. He has tied it, too, and this is it. It's a best of 1. Next goal wins, so to speak. Chad had the 2-0 lead in the series, and Ben clawed his way back. Very impressive. In the opening rounds, we got some drama. A shout out to Ting, by the way, one of our great sponsors of this entire weekend of the CTWC. Got a nice table here. Thank you very much for being here and being a part. What's your name, sir?
Jesse.
Jesse, tell us a little bit about Ting.
Okay, so Ting is an American phone company. We use T-Mobile and Sprint, so identical network coverage as the big carriers.
Absolutely. And it looks like Ben, wow, a miraculous comeback. Take a bow, sir. Take a bow. I mean, it's only the first round, but still take a bow. He is ready. Oh, wow. He was looking right at Heather and saying, "You're next." But meanwhile, we still have Josh and Sarah battling it out. Sarah still with the 1-0 lead. If we can get Rachel and Patrick up there, please. The world champ, you're up. The world champ is ready. Supreme, look at the swagger. Just the walk. Incredible. He is ready. And his opponent will be Rachel. Where is Rachel? Is Rachel present? May I request Rachel to the stage? Well, as we wait for Rachel, a 2-0 lead taken by Sarah. Josh in trouble. Sarah's play field looking terrific. Josh, meanwhile, has a lot of... Oh, he cleaned up a little bit there, so he's made some room for himself, but he is still down by a considerable amount. So he's going to have to really speed it up here if he has any chance to get back into this series. He is facing elimination right now. $22 viruses left, and Josh has 47. My apologies. It looks like you might already be in a position where, barring any sort of extraordinary incident, Sarah will cruise to the next round. So in the next round, we will have Heather facing Ben. Our first quarterfinal matchup has been set. Oh, that's a bad drop right there by Josh, completely eliminating the right side. He's going to have to dig from underneath in order to get himself back into position to be able to play. Meanwhile, Sarah with just a very beautiful play area right here with only 9 viruses to go. Complete space, pinpoint accuracy, and there it is. The inevitable has been complete. A clean sweep for Sarah. So here it is. Wow. In a matchup we thought we would never see. The Tetris GOAT taking on the Dr. Mario GOAT as we go on to game number 1 here. Was that a down drop, Jonas? Did you just use the... Wow. I don't think he's used down in like 10 years of Tetris, and he just used it within 5 seconds in Dr. Mario. Incredible. Let's sit down with Heather here, still very much in the tournament. What are you thinking of Jonas's play so far?
There's room for improvement.
Let's specifically talk about where Jonas could improve.
He could have any kind of game plan would be really helpful. I think he's looking a little scrambled right now.
The brow is really frowning right now.
That was a bad combo.
Oh no, he's in trouble.
And he's out.
Ooh, rough. That is rough. Not a way to start the CTWC Championship weekend. Incredible, incredible. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointed are you right now watching this?
Is 10 the highest?
Yeah, let's say 10's the highest.
I'm a 0 because I know he's not good.
Fair enough. That's fair. That's fair. We know who the superior Dr. Mario player is in the family. That's good. It's good to know. We got a favorable garbage drop there for Jonas. I'm gonna actually, you know what? Let's give you the mic, and you tell us what you're seeing here from Jonas's play.
Well, so his left side's pretty locked up thanks to that garbage that Packie threw at him. Packie's board looking so clean right now. Combos just ready to drop left and right. Oh, but Jonas finally gets a combo. Well done, Jonas. Unexpected Jonas combo. He's got some cleaning strats. He's not completely at all with the triple.
He's loving it too. He's loving it. Like, yeah. I did it.
Oh, but now with the stun lock, Packie's really tied up the left and right sides of his board. It continues. That's not the move, Jonas. Jonas. And then
Got a little problem on the left side there.
he's got a lot of problems on all the sides. It's fine.
I thought that might have been a tuck.
Meanwhile, we have a match up top. You should do that.
Meanwhile, yeah, thank you, Heather, for the for the commentary there. We got Vince playing against Paul. Hey, round of applause for Vince, by the way, and the team that organizes this. In all seriousness, they put a lot of effort into this. Blood, sweat, and tears for years and years and years. Adam, Trey, Chris, Vince, the whole team, they're here. And Vince somehow still has time to play. And he's doing pretty good thus far. He is in the lead. Meanwhile, I don't know what's going on with Jonas's board right now. It's just sadness. I mean, I feel if sadness in the form of Dr. Mario, I think that would be that board right there. That's what tears look like in a Dr. Mario board. Packie, meanwhile, is just like, I'm just going to toy around. I'm going to, one at a time. Forget about combo placements. I'll just do my thing. And there it is. Yes, we could see a clean sweep. A clean sweep here. Jonas, would it make you feel better if we played Tetris music? He says no. Well, he is in the lead right now. And meanwhile, up top, Paul has taken the lead by 3 viruses. But Vince in a good position here to make a great combo. There it is. Got a double. Garbage pieces falling favorably for Vince. Vince in good position right now. Jonas taking a pretty good lead right now in game number 3. Maybe Jonas has been practicing Dr. Mario all year and we didn't know. Let's have a quick word with Sarah, one of our competitors here. Huge victory over Josh, completely undefeated. How was the first round for you?
Scary.
Why is that?
I've never done anything like this before.
Played video games in front of a large crowd?
Yeah.
Do you feel like the first one's behind you now and you feel like a little bit more, like, less anxiety going to the next one?
Well, yeah. I thought I was going to die super fast. That didn't happen. So
You did the complete opposite of that. You swept. It was a complete domination is what you did. You destroyed your opponent. So I guess it worked.
yeah, cool.
How long have you been playing Dr. Mario? What was the first time? What was your first memory?
We bought it for my mom when it came out, so I've been playing it since then. Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, good luck the rest of the way as you continue on. And it looks like, oh, Patrick is, okay, Patrick is now just really, he said, all right, enough is enough. All right. Meanwhile, we got a neck-and-neck race here at the top here. Not to take away from the world champs or anything, but we got a great race up top here between Vince and Paul. If you put their names together, it's Vinny Paul. I should give this mic away to someone else. That was awful. That was just, I admit it. Very close here, but Vince has a lot of digging to do. Both of them actually have a lot of digging to do right now. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Vince had it. He had it. Oh, and he topped out at the most inopportune moment. Oh, my gosh. He had it. The piece was there. The red, it was going to drop in perfect position. Vince, you lost. I can't believe you lost that game, Vince. Meanwhile, a round of applause for our rookie, Jonas Neubauer, ladies and gentlemen. Jonas, a word if you may. Not your best effort here at Dr. Mario, but you must have, maybe we'll give you a participation award or something.
I actually played into my strengths there because I've been punching bag for Heather for the past couple of months while she trains for this tournament. So that is in character, got my butt kicked just like I expected to because Heather's been handing me those beatdowns for a while. So I think I did my best and it looked good up there. And the jacket looked good on camera, I think.
Well, we can all agree that Heather is playing great. You, on the other hand, saving your talents for this weekend. How are you feeling going into the big tournament, though, Jonas?
I'm feeling loose. This is the first time I came in a day early on Thursday, and we had kind of a meetup at a local bar around here. Just saw the new faces, and immediately settled into my old weekend routine. So I'm loose, I'm feeling great, and I can't wait for Saturday and Sunday. I think it's going to be a blast, and we're going to put up some Showtime Tetris. Yes.
Well, he's a good sport, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for Jonas as he looks to defend his Classic Tetris World Championship and become an unprecedented 8-time champion this Sunday. So now the next matchup is Greg taking on Terry, and apparently Greg having the nickname Charles Bronson. Oh, Terry, pardon me, having the nickname Charles Bronson, yes. Terry was the one that just nodded. He's got the hat on. What a game one, though, up top between Vince and Paul. Incredible. Vince had it. He was in line to win, and then just a complete unfortunate misdrop led to devastation. Here with our world champion, Patrick, as advertised, completely dismantled the rookie in the first round. How did it feel playing Jonas in this game and just completely asserting yourself as the world champion in this particular game?
I mean, it felt great because I've seen him play in tournaments, and he's really even-headed, and he knows what he's doing. And, I mean, it felt great just to play with him, you know?
So tell me a little, I mean, the Dr. Mario World Championships is still a relatively new concept, right? 1 year or 2 years, it really, the community is still growing. It's in its infancy. Where would you like to see that tournament and that yearly circuit grow to?
Well, I mean, I've never been the kind of person to organize things, you know? But
You just show up, right?
basically. But I mean, Chris Bidwell, I mean, ever since I was like in the NWC finals with him, like he's been the glue guy, you know? He organizes that stuff and he does a great job, and I just love to see more and more people come.
Yeah. To have it grow and to have more formidable competitors, just like the CTWC this year, possibly having the biggest field of players of its entire history. You will be attempting to play in the tournament as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got a clean sweep here. Pardon me. That was very fast. Was that a clean sweep? That was extremely fast. Okay. Well, congratulations to Terry. Won. Yes. Congratulations on. I think that was the fastest sweep in the entire tournament. Incredible. Congratulations, Mr. Bronson.
Hey, thank you.
How did it feel to get such a quick round victory like that?
Surprising. Yeah, that's about it. Because I don't play this very often, and I'm not very confident that I can beat all these great players. But if I do, I'll look good doing it.
Did you know you had such an innate ability at this game?
Oh yeah, I just am pretty good at everything I do. Have you seen this mustache?
Including interviews and mustaches, yes. Including facial hair, especially facial hair. All right, well, good luck the rest of the way. That was very fast, extremely fast. So Terry moves on. We are still awaiting. The next round is Nate and Shepard. Can we get Nate and Shepard to the stage, please? Nate and Shepard. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Shepard. Shepard. Nate? Okay. Both of you are Nate and Shepard? Shepard and Nate? Newt? It's Newt. All right, Newt. Newton, like Hercules. Newt! Herc! All right, have a seat, guys. Sit down, please. It's actually Nate, right? It is, okay. I have to ask. Nate and Shepard are at the bottom. Meanwhile, Paul has taken a lead. He is doubling Vince right now, but he has got some pieces on the sides, and Vince has a nice playing field. All right, at the bottom, Nate and Shepard has begun. Nate is on your right, and Shepard is on your left. It's rather difficult. Both of them have facial hair. Oh, an immediate. Nate says, I'll take that. Sure. An immediate victory for Nate. Up 1-0 super fast. Meanwhile, 4 left for Paul. Paul in decent position, especially if he can get a double blue here. A nice combo there. Will somebody stop hitting the camera, please? I'm just kidding. Vince, good job there with that combo. And it looks like it's tied between Nate and Shepard. 2 viruses left. Oh, great positioning there. He'll go down to 1, and now he'll build upwards in order to... That was a little premature there, perhaps building upwards, but now it looks like he'll be able to build a wall to... Not that kind of wall. To get that last virus. Vince has 8 to go, and Nate tops out. It looks like Shepard will take a 2-1 lead. The winner of Nate and Shepard will face the winner of our last first-round matchup between Chris and Alex. And there it is, 2-0 for Paul. After a really tough Game 1 loss for Vince, Paul takes game number 2 in convincing fashion, and this is it. Paul can complete the sweep with a victory here. Meanwhile, Shepard in position to eliminate Nate with a victory here as well. For everyone that's just happens to be walking by, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out our live stream. We are live on the Classic Tetris World Championships Twitch account on YouTube. Feel free to follow all weekend long. If you're going to be here at the convention all weekend, stop by on Saturday and Sunday to check out all the festivities for the 2018 Classic Tetris World Championships. And it looks like Shepard has defeated Nate. So thank you, Nate, for coming out. Shepard will move on to the next round. May we get Chris and Alex to the stage, please? There we go. Chris has qualified for the 2018 Classic Tetris World Championships via our East Coast qualifier over the summer in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I believe he also participated in the following day's Dr. Mario Championship, which was won by Patrick. Alex and Chris is our last first-round matchup. Packie on the sidelines watching with vested interest. So thus far, we have had, I should say, 3 sweeps in the first round. One by the Dr. Mario World Champ, one by Heather, and one by Sarah. Those are the 3 sweeps thus far in the first round. But Paul could, if he gets back into this one, he trails by about 5 or 6 viruses right now. Vince has a very clean board. Alex with a little bit of cleanup to do at the beginning. And she tops out game number 1. But that's why we play a best of 5. Chris taking a 2-0 lead in the bottom. Meanwhile, it's 11-14 up top as Vince battling for his tournament life right now. Nice placement there. Continues there. Nice combo. Will send some garbage towards Paul. Didn't hurt him too much, but Vince is in terrific position to take game number 3 and stay alive. Chris will move on to the next round. Round of applause for Alex. Thank you, Alex, for entering the tournament. Anybody interested, after this, we are doing a no next box Tetris. So quick announcement, we need 3 people. What's going to happen is, in about 10 minutes, on Jonas's channel, on his Twitch channel, we will be doing a very special no preview box Tetris at level 18. So you won't know what pieces are coming next. We need 3 people to play this style of Tetris on the stream. If you're interested, please raise your hand. Yeah, come over this way then, please. Come this way. I'm signaling you in the direction in which we would like you to go. In fact, I'm pointing you towards Hillary. Hillary with the Hillary right there will sign you up. If you're interested in playing no next box, the mystery, it's a complete mystery on what piece will come next. Come to Hillary, and then you will be able to play on Jonas's channel. Vince has stayed alive. It's 2-1. Terry will play the winner of this game. In the meantime, as Vince and Paul complete their last first-round matchup, let's get the next round started. If we can get Heather and Ben to the next station to start the next round. Ben with a very confident stride. The crowd firmly behind Heather. But Ben is very confident, though. You cannot dismiss Ben's confidence. So just a quick reminder, Vince and Paul are playing the last first-round matchup. The winner of that will go on to the quarterfinals and play Terry. Right now, at the bottom of your screens will be the first quarterfinal matchup. That is between Ben and Heather. Heather swept Lars in the first round, and Ben, with a miraculous comeback, defeated Chad. Other second-round quarterfinal matchups include Sarah taking on Patrick, the world champ, and Shepard taking on Chris. All right, the quarterfinals are upon us. Deep breaths by both competitors, shaking off the cobwebs, and here we go. Meanwhile, Vince looking to tie it up with only 3 viruses remain. That garbage piece not helpful at all, but still in position to do it. Good placement right now. He's looking to clear the area, get those blues off of that virus piece. Oh, Heather, an early top out. It is 1-0 for Ben. This tournament is nothing if not dramatic, folks. Vince has 1 left. It is exposed. He's just waiting for his opportunity with the red pieces. But meanwhile, Paul in hot pursuit with 3 viruses left. But it looks like Vince will be able to pull it off. And there it is. Yes, he will tie it up. And he moves. And there it is. And why not? Let's extend the first round. And now Ben has topped out. And this one is tied. This is the way Dr. Mario is intended to be played. Right. That's right. Oh, great save there by Paul. That was a very nice. And then a second one right there. Great job by Paul. He gets 1 favorable garbage drop. Nice combo there as well. And both pieces are bad for Vince. Meanwhile, Ben with a slight lead at the bottom of your screen. Vince cleaning up some garbage. He is in the lead. He has found his way back into this tournament. Very impressive, but Paul definitely not giving up. Meanwhile, Ben has a decent play field. Great positioning there by Heather. Good job there. As the gap closes in that one as well. They are essentially even. They are tied at 1, and the viruses are even as well. Great play fields on both. That could be a race to the finish at the bottom right there. Meanwhile, Paul is in a little bit of trouble. Vince is running away with it. He might top out here any second here. He really needs to get some favorable pieces here and hope for no garbage. That was a good play there by Paul to give himself a little bit of space at the top there, but Vince is definitely cruising. Meanwhile, Ben is looking to get rid of that yellow perhaps, but he is in good position right now. Heather has built a couple of walls on the side there. Paul still in trouble at the top. That helped. That certainly helped, and so will this. So he's creating some space, but Vince is really running away with it. Barring any errors, Vince at this pace will take the round. And there he is. He's cracking a smile. Oh, he's happy about it. He's a fighter. He's a survivor. He won't give up. He's going to work harder. That's how it goes, right? It's not, no. Do we have to pay royalties for that? No, right? Paul is, it looks like, yeah, the wall's on this. He's shaking his head. He's like, oh, man, how did Vince do it? Meanwhile, Heather has put herself in really good position here, really battling back. Ben with a couple of unfortunate drops there, but still dug themselves out of that hole. One position left, and here it is, folks. Vince has done it. Wow. Very impressive by Vince. Somebody take a picture. This could be the best moment of Vince's life right here. So Vince moves on to take on Terry. Meanwhile, let's get Sarah and Patrick up there. Sarah and Patrick. Sarah's on her way up. Where's the champ? Champ, get up there as well. Meanwhile, Heather has taken a lead here in the virus count, and Ben has some digging to do. A big turn of events right here. A favorable garbage. Oh, and that became unfavorable very fast. But still in the lead with double the amount of viruses does Ben have, as Patrick and Sarah are set to start their quarterfinal matchup. So the other two quarterfinals will be Vince taking on Terry and Shepard taking on Chris, as Patrick and Sarah begins up top. They are tied at 2 at the bottom, though, Heather and Ben. Oh, this is a race to the finish, folks. You're going to want to pay attention to this right now, to the bottom of your screen. Great combo there as it continues with one virus left to clean up that space right there. And those two viruses are deep for Ben. And there it is, one blue to go, and she's got it! And she takes the victory, the 2-1 lead. That was a fun game right there. It's not over yet, but that was great. Right down to the finish. Meanwhile, Patrick has taken a 1-0 lead over Sarah up top. A quadruple garbage drop for Packie, our world champion. Woo. Woo. Those fountains work? I need some water. Another unfavorable garbage drop. Patrick in cruise control. Sarah tops out. It's 2-0. Now we have a 2-1 lead for Heather in game number 4 at the bottom. Patrick in position to sweep right now in an elimination game. Quick announcement for everybody who signed up for the No Next Box Tetris. A sweep there for Patrick. Round of applause for Sarah. Thank you very much for joining us. Making it to the next round after herself, she completed a sweep. So still very impressive showing here. Anybody who is part of the No Next Box Tetris on Jonas's channel, Nubbin's Goody, will be going live in 3 minutes. So if you are part of that tournament playing the Mystery Box Tetris, please walk over to the corner. To the corner of this area. I have my hand up right now. I'll show you exactly where it is. It's right here. So if you signed up to play, please come over here, because Jonas' stream will be beginning momentarily. That will be Mystery Box Tetris. Meanwhile, 2-1. Of course, they would be neck and neck on the virus count. This is a battle. A great contest. That was an unfavorable garbage drop. Ben is not happy with the consecutive garbage drops. Heather really executing those combos well. Ben shaking his head. Not out of it, though, but Heather seems to be pulling away. Now has a 10 virus lead. Patrick has comfortably made it to the semifinals.
Great.
23-14 is your virus score right now. Great field of play for Heather right now. Ben has a lot of cleaning up to do, particularly on that left side, and it's an elimination game, so he really needs to do it quickly. Heather in cruise control in the pilot position right now. Almost double the viruses. He is just shaking his head. Those garbage pieces are landing in the worst possible spots for him right now. As we inch closer and closer to the semifinals. One more announcement. If you signed up for Mystery Box Tetris, please make your way to Jonas's area. That stream is going to begin very soon. He's going to have a Mystery Box Tetris, so please play. Folks, we got Walter Day in the house. The most famous video game referee of all time. Round of applause for Walter. You ever watch the documentary King of Kong, you will definitely know Mr. Day. Next, let's bring up Vince and Terry. Vince, where'd you go, bud? Is that a beer in your hand? You're already drinking? Or shouldn't you be celebrating after the fact? Oh, no, it's a matcha tea. Sorry, that was my bad. It's a matcha tea. A 10 virus lead for Heather. Oh, great combo. And that's, I mean, look at that left flank right there for Ben. He's just shaking his head. It's like it's prolonging the inevitable right now. Chad and SQR, go to the side station to Jonas's area. You guys are playing Mystery Tetris, but Jonas is busy right now because he's cheering on his wife as the stream is about to begin. There's so many things happening here. By the way, if you just rolled up here and we're seeing what all the hoopla is about, Jonas lost at something. Believe it or not, a shocker. And how about that? Meanwhile, Heather moves on to the semifinals. In a marquee matchup, no less, Heather will challenge the world champion of Dr. Mario in the semifinals after a very impressive 2 rounds. Now that is a match we are definitely looking forward to, and I think Action Bronson changed his hat. Yeah, definitely. That is a nod. There's a hat change. Thank you everybody for coming and watching. We're going to be here all weekend. The Classic Tetris World Championships are happening right here. The 2018 edition, it's been going on since 2010, and 7 of those 8 years have been won by the guy in the brown leather jacket over there. His name is Jonas Neubauer. You may have heard of him. Vice just wrote an article about him today, about his Tetris dominance. And he will be defending his crown this weekend right here in this area. Some formidable opponents in the house, though. In fact, I asked Jonas earlier this week, who would you say the favorite is? He didn't say himself, no. Humble guy, yes, but gave a lot of credit to the competitors from the land of the rising sun. Yes, we have global competitors from all around the globe. Scandinavia, Asia. Great representation for this tournament that has grown every single year. Remember the name Corion, because he might have a spectacular showing in this tournament. He is the only player to max out in competition. He did so in an exhibition matchup a few weeks ago in Hong Kong against Jonas. Jonas has very rarely lost a Tetris contest, exhibition or not. And Corion, his talents were on display. So it's going to be very interesting this weekend. The top 32 go on Sunday. So we will see you all there. Meanwhile, Bronson has some work to do. Vince, his day just keeps getting better. We have an epic confrontation coming up next in the semifinals. It will be the Dr. Mario World Champion, Patrick Packie, as he is known. He will be taking on Heather, who has, for all intents and purposes, been the most impressive competitor in this tournament. So we're going to see a gigantic matchup in our Final Four. Vince has taken a 2-0 lead. And he looks poised. Early deficit here, but he is really good at cleanup. Vince is very calm as it pertains to cleaning up his play area and exposing the viruses he wants to eliminate. He is very good at his pill management. Again, another saying that will only be clean in the Dr. Mario setting.
You're doing great.
Even Bronson leaning into Vince's shot is not phasing Vince at all. Vince is dialed in. No problems here. Not a one. Terry will do anything he can for the comeback. He will resort to any tactic necessary. Also, he's one of the few people in this area in shorts. Let's give a round of applause to him for wearing shorts. I don't know why, but we are. He's wearing shorts, folks. But he is in deep trouble. As you can see, yeah, those walls, they are a building. That right side is very, yeah, that garbage piece just basically. Now you're going to have to dig from underneath. Vince's 15 viruses to go. He is just laughing and loving life. Seven viruses to go. This truly is a highlight of Vince's year. He is on cloud 9 as he will cruise. He has one virus to go. It is exposed. He will dispose of it rather quickly. And there it is. Vince moves on. Have you guys started yet or what? We're getting going here? All right, here we go. Best of 5. Chris and Shepard. Chris on the left, Shepard on the right. Round of applause if you think Chris is going to take this one. Round of applause if you think Shepard is going to take this one. Round of applause if you weren't paying attention to what I was saying. Yes, you specifically. I like it. Already a top out for Shepard. Chris takes an early 1-0 lead in the series. All right, guys, I'm going to ask a favor while we do this here. I'm going to post a story on the CTWC Instagram account, and on the count of 3, I want you guys to act completely elated and just cheer. Loud, jump up and down, be completely obnoxious for like 10 seconds. Oh, and just cheer Chris who just swept him, all right? 3, 2, 1. Wow, what a great time we're having here at the 2018 CTWC. Look how excited we all are. This is a special stream here playing Dr. Mario, but this weekend, oh yes, the champion will be crowned in 2018. So our semifinals are set. I'm going to get in position so we can practice here.